Have you ever wondered what goes on behind the scenes before Brazil's squad announcement? Who's in, who's out, and who's finally going to wear that legendary yellow shirt again? Well, this month, the wait is almost over. Brazil is all set for two crucial friendly matches, one against Senegal on the 15th and another against Tunisia on the 18th. These games may just be friendlies on paper, but for Carlo Ancelotti, they're much more than that. They're the final testing ground before locking in his dream team for the World Cup journey ahead. According to official confirmation, Brazil's head coach Carlo Ancelotti will announce his squad on the 3rd of this month at exactly 3 p.m. Brazilian time. And fans around the world are already buzzing with predictions about who's going to make the cut. In today's video, we'll take a deep look at which players are expected to be called up, who's likely to miss out, and why this squad could reveal Ancelotti's long-term World Cup vision for Brazil. So, make sure to stay with us till the very end, because you're about to discover some names that might surprise you. Now, let's start with what we already know. Ancelotti himself has hinted that for this international break, he plans to give more priority to players from the Brazilian domestic league. However, that doesn't mean the entire squad will come from there. As always, a strong mix of European-based stars and informed local talents is expected. From what insiders suggest, Ancelotti has already finalized around 15 to 16 players who are almost guaranteed to be in his World Cup squad. These are his core group, players he fully trusts. The rest, around 10 to 11 slots, will be filled by new or returning players who've impressed recently, or by replacements for those who are currently injured. The injury list that's shaking up the squad. Unfortunately, injuries have hit some of Brazil's regular starters. Raphinha is out for at least another 3 to 4 weeks. Alisson Becker, the Liverpool shot stopper, is also sidelined. Right back Van der Sar hasn't yet returned to full fitness. And most recently, Gabriel Martinelli from Arsenal has suffered a knock that could keep him out for 1 to 2 weeks. Under normal circumstances, these players would be automatic selections. But with injuries keeping them out, Ancelotti is expected to test new options, perhaps even giving opportunities to players who've never worn the Brazil jersey before. Let's begin with the goalkeeping department. Two names are already very likely. Bento Matheus from Al Nassr, Hugo Souza from Corinthians. Both have been in good form recently. However, Brazil will certainly need a third goalkeeper in the squad. One possible choice is Ederson from Fenerbahce, who has been solid in the Turkish league. If Ancelotti prefers to call up a domestic option instead, one strong contender is Walter, the 37-year-old veteran from Mirassol. Despite his age, Walter has been absolutely phenomenal. 8 clean sheets in 23 matches, a rating of 7.42, and even saving 2 of the 3 penalties he faced this season. His performances have made him one of the best performing goalkeepers in the Brazilian league right now. Still, if Ancelotti opts for a younger option, Ronaldo from Bahia could be the surprise inclusion. At 29, he's had a solid season, 20 matches, 7 clean sheets, and 2 penalty saves. On the right flank, Wesley from AS Roma is expected to return to the national team setup. But who could serve as his backup? One name that stands out is Paulo Henrique from Vasco da Gama. He was called up in the previous window and even scored against Japan. This season, he's played 23 matches, scoring once and providing 6 assists, earning an impressive rating of 7.60. Other potential names include Vitinho from Botafogo and Emerson Royal from Flamengo. At center back, the usual suspects will almost certainly return. Gabriel Magalhães from Arsenal, Eder Militao from Real Madrid, Marquinhos from PSG, who is finally back from injury. That leaves one spot open for another defender. Ribeiro would have been a strong choice, but his injury may open the door for someone from the domestic league. In that case, Leo Pereira from Flamengo could be the one. The 29-year-old defender has scored 3 goals in 26 matches and holds a solid 7.2 average rating. Also on the radar are Leo Ortiz from Flamengo and Lucas Beraldo from PSG. At left back, Douglas Santos from Zenit could make a return, given his strong performances in recent matches. However, one name that's creating serious buzz is Ronaldo from Mirassol. Believe it or not, the 36-year-old defender is having an unbelievable season, 11 goals and 5 assists in 29 matches. That's 16 direct goal contributions from a left back, an astonishing stat even for an attacking player. Despite that, age might go against him. If Ancelotti decides to go younger, Keiki, a 22-year-old from Cruzeiro, could be a great option. He's had a decent season, 27 matches, 1 goal, and 3 assists with a 7.35 rating. Another strong candidate is Lucas Piton from Vasco da Gama, who's registered 1 goal and 6 assists in 23 matches, boasting a 7.7 rating, one of the best among Brazilian left-backs. In midfield, the backbone remains the same: Case Moreau, Bruno Guimarães, and Lucas Paqueta. But there are some exciting names fighting for the remaining spots. Andre Santos from Chelsea could make his comeback, while from the domestic scene, Matheus Pereira from Cruzeiro looks like a near-certain call-up. The 29-year-old attacking midfielder has been outstanding, 6 goals and 7 assists in 28 matches, with a 7.53 rating. Also in contention are Andreas Pereira from Palmeiras, who managed a 7.7 rating even without a goal or assist in his last match, and Rafael Veiga, another Palmeiras star who recently came off the bench to score twice. Forward line. Now to the most exciting part, the attack. Some names are practically guaranteed: Vinícius Júnior and Rodrygo from Real Madrid, Matheus Cunha from Manchester United, Estevão Willian from Chelsea. But that's just the beginning. On the right wing, alongside Estevao, Luis Enrique from Zenit could be called up again. In the center forward position, Vitor Roque from Palmeiras is on fire. The young striker has already scored 17 goals and provided 4 assists this season. 13 goals and 3 assists coming from just 27 league games, with a solid 7.14 rating. Another domestic talent to watch is Ko Jorge, who has been incredible: 15 goals and 7 assists in 27 matches, with a 7.31 rating. Then there's Carlos Vinicius from Grêmio, who's rediscovered his form since returning from Fulham. In just 7 league matches, he's netted 6 goals, including a hat-trick in his last outing. That kind of momentum will definitely catch Ancelotti's attention. We might also hear the names of Igor Jesus from Nottingham Forest and Romilio from RB Leipzig, the 23-year-old forward who scored 3 goals and assisted 3 in 9 matches so far this season. So, if we put all the pieces together, Brazil's upcoming squad for the friendlies against Senegal and Tunisia could be a perfect blend of proven stars and emerging talents. Ancelotti seems focused on building depth and discovering alternatives before finalizing his World Cup lineup.